Chaverim, I hope that everyone is well, and I wanted to share a quick thought about Shavuot, the holiday of receiving of the Torah, and connected to themes of responsibility and accountability. Okay, so I remember it was very, very powerful 20 years ago when I was a young student in yeshiva. Rabbi Shua Hartman gave us a shi'ur, and he taught us the following idea based on teachings of the Maharal. And he said the Midrash teaches us that on the morning of Matan Torah, when the Israelites were camped out underneath Mount Sinai, in the morning they were supposed to receive the Torah, that they slept in, that everyone was asleep, and God had to come and wake everyone up. And that's one of the reasons why we do the Tikkun Leil Shavuot, why we stay up all night, the night of Shavuot, studying Torah. But Rav Hartman asks the question, how could it possibly be that everyone was asleep? 3 million people, right? 600,000 military-aged men and their wives and children. It's the 3 million people. How could it be there wasn't one person who had a hard time sleeping? There wasn't one baby that was up early. It can't possibly be that all of them are sleeping. So what's the Midrash teaching us? He says that the Israelites, having left Egypt, having been in the desert now for 7 weeks, coming towards Mount Sinai, all of this direction that they're going towards, this whole purpose of receiving the Torah, they suddenly got cold feet. They got scared. What does it mean to receive the Torah as a nation? It means instead of there being one person, the leader who knows the truth and the secrets and the secret texts, it's going to be for everyone. And to live in a world of where we have the Torah is a world of responsibility, a world of engagement with the world and with the Torah, and understanding how to apply the principles of Torah, that we can't always turn to someone else and ask all the time. We need to take responsibility, and we need to be willing to bring the light and the message of God into the world. And for that, the Israelites got cold feet. They got scared. It was too much. And that's why they slept in. They slept in on purpose, not because they were tired, not because they stayed up too late. That they slept in on purpose because they were scared. And then God woke them up and brought them into the covenant and helped them understand that it's a relationship and helped them learn what it means to take the responsibility. I want to tell a short story, and this is going to date me a little bit. Also, about 20 years ago, when I was living in Boston, there was a new technology in the world. This is long before smartphones. The new technology were Palm Pilots, right? And if anybody remembers, and I remember on Leil Shavuot, one of our friends told the following story, that he had just gotten his new Palm Pilot, and you had to download certain files onto the Palm Pilot, just like we do with applications and everything with our smartphones. But he tried to download the Torah onto his Palm Pilot, and it would give a little message as you were about to receive from the net, from the cloud, as you have to receive the file. It would say, are you ready to receive whatever file it was? And he told the story that he'd just gotten his Palm Pilot a few days before Shavuot, and as he was trying to download the Bible onto his Palm Pilot, it said, are you ready to receive the Torah? And he panicked. That it was very sweet, but suddenly he felt like his Palm Pilot was giving him the deep message. Are we ready to receive the Torah? What kind of preparations have we done since Pesach over these past 7 weeks to prepare ourselves to receive the Torah, to receive the responsibility and the accountability of being in this relationship with God? And that's the deep question that we're pressed with today. These days of Corona are not simple, and things are very different than we would have expected. And the question is, can we see the world as something that's happening to us and it's external, or are we willing to stand up, take responsibility for our commitments and for what's important to us and what are our values in the world? So I bless you and me and the whole world that we can learn to take responsibility, to stand up at Mount Sinai and receive the Torah and receive what we're meant to do in the world with strength, with conviction, with love, and with joy, and with responsibility. Have a great, great holiday, a great Shavuot, and Shabbat Shalom. Kol Tuv.